You know see all now the leader them now look pound no. All our people them we want to see a better Jamaica. Make me see this. Level, take them down. You're not gonna see a better Jamaica till you start vote for the country and the policy, and not a MP, a prime minister, nor a councillor, but the policy they presented. We don't vote for party or personality, we vote for policy. Okay? May I ask them, look into my eyes, tell me what you see. Can you feel my pain? Am I your enemy? Give us another way. Things are really bad, the only friend I know. But listen to the voice, this is not a threat. Now you see me now, are you worried yet? They be talking about the one they want to cease. When they show so, we will show them. Look into my mind, can you see my world? Can you tell that I wanna help myself? But if it's happening that, just thinking for your ring. Don't be mad at me, it's a survival thing. Look into my heart, can you feel my fear? Take another look, can you hold my stare? Why are they afraid of our hungry face? Or is it this thing, vouching in my way?
Hey, man, I said them to know, say I keep representing the fullest, you know what I mean? It's global. Everything locked in to the fullest. Out upon them. Beat.
Yeah, people, bless up. Welcome to another reason. So today we are going to talk about the over 200% increase where parliamentarians offer themselves. Now, if you are one of them people who put party over country, the reason you honor for you. But if you are one of them people who tired of the madness where happen, then you can stay tuned. Alright, so last year, during the public sector negotiation, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mr. Andrew Holness, had this to say. And I'm reading from the Jamaica Gleaner, article published Thursday, May 12, 2022. And the caption is, PM urges public sector workers to be reasonable. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is urging public sector workers and their unions to be reasonable in how they press their case for adjustment in wages and salaries. Holness is charging that there is no reason for workers to take action that would dislocate the state and the country's growth. It is not logical. It doesn't make sense for us to kick over our own pail of milk. I urge reason, he said, while speaking this morning at the installation of Ian Forbes as Custos of St. Andrew. We have gotten this far because we have managed the finances of the country so well that the average Jamaican does not have to contemplate taxation. We are now at a point where we can start to address our remuneration and labor issues. It is your work that keeps the planes coming in. It is your work that keeps the water flowing. It is your work that keeps the students in school, that grows the economy, that gives revenues, which we are now discussing how those revenues should be shared. Make the connection. And I'm talking now to all Jamaicans. Let us just work as one country with one vision instead of ripping our society apart unnecessarily, Holness said. Now, that was the tone of the Prime Minister during the wage negotiation. He stressed that public sector workers, who he described as essential, because if them stop work, picnic can learn. If them stop work, national security is compromised. If them stop work, healthcare is compromised. If them stop work, plane can't fly, tourists can't come in. The Prime Minister said to those workers, hold strain and be reasonable in your negotiation. Because we are at a particular juncture as a country. And we don't want to erode the progress that we have made over the years. Now, let's fast forward to May 2023. And the caption is, Parliamentarians get big pay rise. Cabinet ministers have received a 230% increase. Hold on, me must not read this right. I wonder if a 23% and the people them put on 10. I wonder if it's a typo. I don't think they have the figures right, yes, because it couldn't be the same prime minister and the same government who are stressed and ask civil servants to be reasonable in their negotiations. It couldn't be that they awarded themselves in the same economical climate and hardship a 230% raise. That can't right. Make we read it still. Make we see what going on. Cabinet ministers have received a 230% increase in salary up to April 1, 2024, with their pay moving from 6.9 million in 2021 to 22.9 million next year. Hold on a man. So 6.9 million in 2021. And by 2024, you jump from 6.9 million to 22.9 million. In the same economical climate and during the same economical crisis and hardship that the Jamaican people are facing. And the government said to them, say, be reasonable. And this government, same government, has now increased their own salaries by over 200%. Let's read the article. As at April 1, 2023, cabinet ministers will take home an annual salary of 20.2 million. The Prime Minister's salary jumped by 214%. The Prime Minister, who in one instance, PM urges public sector workers to be reasonable. The Prime Minister's salary jumped by 214%, with its pay moving from 9.1 million in 2021 to 28.6 million on April 1, 2024. Effective April 1, 2023, the head of government will get 25.3 million annually. The increase forms part of the new rates under the public sector compensation system announced by Finance and Public Service Minister Dr. Nigel Clark in Parliament Tuesday afternoon. Clark told his parliamentary colleagues that the government has not changed the framework used to calculate pay for the political directorate over the last 3 decades. The Deputy Prime Minister's salary surged by 221%, moving from a little over 8 million in 2021 to 25.7 million effective April 1, 2024. As at April 1, 2023, the Deputy Prime Minister is being paid 22.7 million per year. The leader of the opposition has received a similar increase to that of the Deputy Prime Minister. For the Finance Minister, his salary has moved up by 232% from 7.4 million in 2021 to 24.6 million as at April 1, 2024. The Finance Minister is now receiving 21.7 million effective April 1, 2023. It must be a good feeling when you determine what your salary increase is. Mr. Finance Minister. It is clear that this government is not only unreasonable, it is not only unconscionable, but this government is a sinister and wicked government. And I personally believe that a government and a prime minister who cannot empathize with the hardship and difficulty that people are going through, those people don't deserve to sit in Parliament and represent people. Now, the opposition, when these salary increases were read in Parliament, stated that they have no objections, which means we also have an uncaring opposition who cannot identify or empathize with what the people are going through. And that is very sad and unfortunate that we have an uncaring government and also an uncaring opposition. Yet still, we have people who are dieted. We have people who rather put party over country. And if we continue down this road, if this is not a wake-up call to the Jamaican people, because we are just coming out of a pandemic where people lost income, people lost businesses that them spend them whole life a bill, people lose family members to death. So all around we are coming out of a tragic set of circumstances. And the government that was saying to public sector workers, be reasonable in your negotiations, has now increased their own salaries by over 200%. Now, there is only one way to describe this: uncaring, unconscionable, and wicked. That's the only way to describe this. And it's time the Jamaican people wake up and smell the coffee. Now, the opposition seem to be backtracking about having no objections to the salary increases, because I came upon an article that says the opposition is now against those increases. I would say to the opposition, don't render lip service to the issue. Make a commitment to the Jamaican people that if you should form the next government, you will roll back these enormous salary increases that are, in my opinion, undeserving, because Jamaica has not advanced to a point where the lives of people are better than it was 10, 15 years ago. As a matter of fact, both parties, when they form government, you have a lot of wastage, you have a lot of misallocation of funds, and you have some people who downright just thief from taxpayers. And these people now see it fit to increase their own salaries by over 200%, while the rest of Jamaica suffer. There is only one way to describe this: unconscionable and wicked. My granny always say, take sleep, mark death. Jamaica, a time when we wake up. Peace.
Look up to the hill, from his tell this is the way I feel. Politician not gonna play some the class and buckle my belt. Also come jam world, looking on yourself. Politicians stand for like a grocery on the shelf. Wonder if them don't got no conscience. Rise them in Parliament, Every day them coming out the ghetto with some long statement. GCT got 15%, they must make we stand up with Joe. We must take them out, we know. Every day them want kill with Joe. While we them cross, I call them out. Make we stand up, rejoice. Must take them out, we know. Every day them want kill me with Joe. I'm gonna take a Vatican go. It's a bit confusing how the politician flex when I'm the people them choose him. Because if him don't know, say that we can move him. War like me people, them I try abuse him. All want to use me and we can't use him. Need better education and more housing. Clean up the cabinet, that's too much carousing. Look to the sky, tears come from my eyes to say, me black brothers will die. Anyway, look up to the hill. Lord,